Hey guys, welcome to the Garbage Time Podcast. I'm your host, Katie Nolan. This is our second podcast of the week because we love you so much. Tuesday we released a guest-only podcast with SNL writer Katie Rich, so definitely check that out because I love her. Today we've got your Pick Your Poison podcast. I'm joined by producer Matt.
Yo.
Yo, and producer Dave.
Hey, yo.
And of course, as always, we're going to start this podcast with them talking about their panties. So boys, take it away.
That's right, Katie.
What a tee-up.
I know, great tee-up. I've been wearing my Mack Weldon underwear for weeks now. It's super comfortable. I was binge.
Same pair, 4 weeks?
You know, I could be because they wick away moisture and it's just true. But I was watching, you know, like a lot of people, binge watching House of Cards and just got like really deep into it. And like the whole time I'm like, I'm so comfortable. And I don't need to get up at all because my Mack Weldon underwear are just making me so comfortable.
I mean, I'm wearing the Mack Weldon sweatshirt every single day. Everyone here has seen it.
I touched
that gray
it.
shirt. Yep.
It's real soft.
Yeah, that was a comfortable moment for me that I was really calm and normal throughout. Yeah, it's really, I'm serious. I wear the sweatshirt every day. The underwear are great too. The website's awesome. We were kind of looking at everything there yesterday.
Yes.
Katie approves all the stuff, so
I
Katie
went on the
likes it, that's
website
good.
and was upset I hadn't gone on it sooner. Ladies, lots of nice looking men on that website.
It's
in
pretty
their
handsome gear
underwear.
on there. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, the underwear I'm sure
I'm
is great
strictly
too.
talking gear.
Sure, me too.
I'm in the
I
gear
love
corner.
their gear.
Yeah. Wow, this went down a path. But I'm telling you, the clothes are really good. They're comfortable.
Amazing.
Everyone should
And
buy
guys, they
some.
want you to be comfortable, just like Matt said. So if you don't like your first pair, you can keep it and get your money back. Free underwear, no questions asked. Go to MackWeldon.com, that's MackWeldon.com, and get 20% off using promo code GarbageTime, all one word, no spaces. MackWeldon.com, promo code GarbageTime for 20% off. I love that we lead off the podcast with two dudes talking about their underwear. Like, we don't bury the lead. We don't put the Mack Weldon ad read somewhere in the middle. It is right up front. Hit you over the head with it. If you don't like it, please don't turn the podcast off.
We're talking Dave's underwear and Bachelor.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
Those are the pieces of bread on the podcast sandwich. Underpants and The Bachelor.
And it is delicious.
Love it.
Yummy.
We don't really have much to chat about today, so we can get into Pick Your Poison. I'm going to South by Southwest on Friday.
Oh,
Awesome.
So I'll have
Excited?
more to talk about next week about what happened this week.
have some gross, disgusting, amazing food there for me.
Yeah, it's going to be so good. I'm going to come back like 20 pounds heavier, and you're going to like it.
Oh, we will.
Did GoPros add 10 pounds each? Because I've got like 5 of them looking at me right now, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right, guys, time for America's favorite new game. It's Pick Your Poison. Is that how I did it last time? Mm-hmm. Someday I'll get my game show voice down. Reminder on how this works, everybody, because I know you've been listening. We got 5 categories on the board, kind of like Jeopardy. I don't know what's behind each one. I am not in on the planning of this podcast, so I'm going to pick 3 based on the clever category names that my producers came up with. Behind each one, there's a question that has 2 options that I have to choose between. My lovely producers, producer Matt and producer Dave, will be supporting facts for each option, and then we just pick one. And then we open it up to you guys on Twitter because you should have a voice in this. So last week, my questions were, which would you rather watch, Nelly beating a drunk Allen Iverson in horse, or Marshawn Lynch rapping on a camel in Egypt? Of course,
because
this is a sports podcast.
Yeah.
I said I'd rather see Nelly beating drunk Iverson in horse. Twitter
agreed with you. They said Nelly beating Iverson in horse as well, 56%.
I think it's, again, like I said, because you can see Marshawn Lynch. There's video of that.
Right.
I don't think
Thank
we can
God.
see. I know. Second question was, what's better for sports, dog ball boys in tennis or pies in the face in, I assume, baseball, right, was what we said?
Yep.
I said dog ball boys.
Twitter, of course, agreed. Dog ball boys, 69%.
Nice.
5s.
Who's third question? Who's more sensitive, Carmelo Anthony or LeBron James? I said Carmelo. Twitter.
Disagreed. Twitter went with LeBron, 60%.
Twitter just doesn't like LeBron. Carmelo is clearly the more sensitive of the two. His name is like a letter away from being a very soft, delicious candy. So I went 2-1 on agreeing with you guys, same as last week. This seems to be pretty consistent.
Show.
Let's welcome in producer Garrett.
Woo-woo.
Hey, man.
Hey, thanks, Katie.
Oh, you're welcome. Go ahead and reveal this week's category.
These are fun categories. The first one, elderly at mentions.
Ooh.
Category number 2, bye. Category.
Wait, like in sync? Bye, bye, bye?
You'll have to find out.
Oh, God.
Category 3, chill ass bosses.
That's me.
Category number 4, hot quarterbacks. And category number 5,
Ghosts!
it kind of relates to it. I'll be missing you. It's category number 5.
Okay.
Good categories this week.
These are good categories. Let's go with, what was it? Chill ass bosses?
Chill.
Bosses. Good category,
Thank
Katie.
you. Thank you.
Who's chiller? Cubs manager Joe Maddon or Royals manager Ned Yost?
I don't know yet. Matt, give me some facts.
I'm going to tell you about Ned Yost.
Okay.
All right, Royals manager. This is crazy. For the second straight year, on March 8th, a swarm of bees interrupted a Royals spring training game.
What?
Second straight year, same day.
Okay.
It happened yesterday.
Yeah.
We're taping this on a Wednesday. So last year, Ned Yost was
Spoiler
sad. Yeah, is it? All of the bees were killed during the cleanup last year, and Ned Yost lamented a, quote, mass bee genocide.
Wait.
So all these bees died. They had to get them off the field. They delayed the game. Nightmare, particularly for the dead bees. This year, however, when this happened again, somehow one of the fans at the game was a retired beekeeper who came out onto the field to help get rid of the bees, which Ned Yost oversaw. So the bees lived.
So much to unpack here.
So much.
I thought you would retire from a real job to become a beekeeper.
No.
That's like, I retired from playing golf in my spare time. Like, that seems like a thing you retire to do.
That makes sense.
So this man must have been
Counterpoint, though.
100 years old, once was like a factory worker, retired to become a beekeeper, and then retired from beekeeping to go to spring training games.
I will say, beekeeping sounds stressful.
It does a little
like,
bit.
Keeping bees sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, you have to use that.
So
always hit
many
him with
stingers.
that smoke. You have to do that like smoke thing
yeah,
at him all the
yeah.
time.
Covered in
Yeah.
bees, 9 to 5. Nightmare.
That
Come
does
on.
seem a little crazy.
Yeah.
So March 8th is weird.
Yeah.
Why is
That
it
is
always
weird.
on March 8th?
I can't wait till next year. I'll tell you that. I
So
don't know.
basically, a bunch of bees died last year. This year, did every bee live? I find that hard to believe.
I hope so.
Hard
Can
to
we just
believe.
circle back? That's good. Can we circle back to mass bee genocide?
Yeah. Wait,
Ned
so
Yost
those
said
words?
that.
He said those words.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So shout to Ned Yost. Pretty chill.
Sure. So the Cubs have a new team slogan coined by manager Joe Maddon. That slogan is "Try not to suck," which is just incredible. The phrase started catching on after he said it to Javier Baez when he was called up from the minors last year. T-shirts have been made with the slogan, with profits of sales going to his foundation. And as if "Try not to suck" didn't make him chill enough, he also had an electric guitarist playing in the outfield as the Cubs were warming up earlier this week in spring training.
Who? The word electric guitarist is weird.
Yeah.
Because, like, it'd be cool if it was, like, a famous person.
Yeah.
But if it's just, like, this dude that, like, Joe Maddon gets drunk with at karaoke bars on the weekend, I'd be like, get out of the outfield.
Yeah, it's his boy. It's super chill.
To what, though? What do you plug? Are there just outlets in center field?
I guess so.
How do you even conceive of that idea?
I don't know. Why would you even conceive of? Does that make you chill or like borderline psychopath?
I mean,
Who's
that's-
gonna put
that's-
this dude
yeah,
in
that is
center
that's
field?
the question that you're being asked here.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Pretty cool though. Pretty chill.
Yeah, I like funny slogans. Like "Try not to suck" is funny.
Yeah.
Wasn't their slogan last year like "We are good" or something?
Was it?
I don't know if that was official team
it
slogan or if
simple.
that was like
I
a
like that.
hashtag.
I love
It
it.
was
Yeah.
like "We are not bad anymore," which is cool. This is a tough one. Both pretty chill dudes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, my coach sleeping with a reporter.
Well,
Not
guess
that
that's
chill.
chill.
She had to quit her
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
He still has his. Okay, anyway. Matt, what do you think?
I'm going to say that Ned Yost is chiller. He is calm around bees.
I know.
If there was a bee in here, I would be standing and run. I would stand up, run out, scream. I would
Wow.
not be chill.
I think Maddon's chiller. Try not to suck plus electric guitarist in the outfield.
It's weird to me. I don't
Okay.
really like it.
All right.
So I'm going to go with Yost. All right, before we get into our next category, I want to tell you guys about SeatGeek. Have you ever been frustrated trying to buy tickets online? Most sites make it complicated, and they all try to sneak in huge fees at checkout, which is crazy. That's why you need to try SeatGeek. They made it easier than ever to buy and sell sports and concert tickets. SeatGeek is the only place I ever go to look for tickets to a game or concert. I have the SeatGeek app on my phone, and it's super easy to use. And I really like the icon. It's like a little smiley face. SeatGeek has taken all the work and hassle out of shopping for tickets. They pull all the tickets available on other sites into one place so you can save time and never miss a deal. You can even set alerts for upcoming events, and SeatGeek will let you know if ticket prices fall. Even better, every ticket on SeatGeek is ranked based on value, so you can immediately find underpriced seats. And before you buy, you can use SeatGeek's detailed maps to see the view from your seat. Best of all, SeatGeek is always honest and upfront about the price, unlike StubHub. They show you the full ticket price from start to finish and never try to trick you with huge fees on the checkout page. And my listeners get a $20 rebate off their first SeatGeek purchase. To get your $20 rebate on tickets, download the free SeatGeek app, go to the settings tab and click add a promo code. Enter promo code Katie, that's K-A-T-I-E, but you knew that. And SeatGeek will send you $20 after you've made your first ticket purchase. I know a lot of you have done that, which is pretty sweet.
People are always
So
about it.
keep
It's
doing
awesome.
that. $20. Get that Mundo.
Mundo.
Okay, Garrett, remaining categories, please.
Remaining categories. Elderly at mentions. Bye, bye, bye. Hot quarterbacks. And I'll be missing you.
Let's go with bye, bye, bye.
Bye, bye, bye. Good choice,
Does
Katie.
Dave do the dance now?
Wow.
Bye-bye.
Good.
I just did the
did it.
dance.
Ooh.
You did it for real.
For those of you at home, Dave just did a dance. Bye, bye, bye. Whose retirement speech was better, Peyton Manning or wrestler Daniel Bryan?
God, why do we even have to discuss this? This is easy. I already know my answer, but for the sake of a podcast, producer Matt, what do you got?
Well, Katie, I don't know if you heard, but Peyton Manning retired this week.
Wait, what?
I know. News flash. You watched his retirement speech. I was at the desk next to you. I will say it got a little dusty.
Aww.
He thanked a bunch of his teammates, coaches, rivals, even the Patriots and Tom Brady.
And our fans, Patriots fans.
Yeah. Big shout to you.
Keep my name out your mouth,
Congratulations.
Peyton Manning.
Oh, wow. Wow, that took a turn. His speech ended with God bless football. He got a little choked up. We were actually talking about this afterwards. He's maybe the first all-time amazing athlete whose career we've seen from start to finish, which is kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, I thought it was a really good speech. He hit on a lot of things. I was pretty impressed.
Checked off all the boxes you're supposed to check off in a retirement speech. Texas forever.
Yep.
Anyway, Dave, what do you got? Weird to see you taking the WWE.
I know.
Right? So a few weeks ago, WWE superstar Daniel Bryan announced he was retiring on Monday Night Raw due to concussions. It's something everyone was talking about because his story is really incredible. For people who don't know, he had been wrestling for years before he got to WWE. Smaller guy, was a total underdog that didn't fit the WWE mold, but the fans just loved him so much and got behind him that WWE had no choice but to push him to the top and make him a champion, which is just an awesome thing. His yes chant caught on all over. And he was just kind of getting started as being the top guy, but now he had to retire, which was really sad. His speech was incredible. He talked about how wrestling gave him everything good in his life, his friends, his wife, and he kept buttoning every part of the speech with "I'm grateful," and I cried a lot.
You cried a lot, you
for
say.
sure. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it was incredible.
So I watched both, obviously. Daniel Bryan's the only WWE guy that granted, I haven't given it probably a fair shake, but everything he ever does, I love.
Yeah.
He's just so not as fake as everybody else.
For sure.
There was that time, it was an award show or something, that he broke character.
Yeah.
People freaked out about that. When
Exactly.
was that?
Yeah, at the WrestleMania Hall of Fame induction, they were inducting this kid Connor who died of cancer, and he kind of broke character a little bit.
Which people, diehard fans were like, you can't do that, and people like me were like, that's really cool of you to not be acting.
Yeah. He kind of said, what we do isn't real. What Connor did was real. Anyway.
And also, Peyton, I know when you're giving a speech, he was reading his. He wrote it, and he read it. But I think Daniel Bryan's was a little, at least, off the cuff. Then again, he memorizes things for a living, so it could also have been that. Also, very different atmospheres. One is a press conference. One was, Daniel Bryan had to keep stopping because people were chanting anytime he said anything. So they did the yes chant, and then he's like, that's what Bree says all the time. That's his wife, right?
Yep.
And then they started chanting, that's what she said.
Yeah.
It's like you had to, everything took 15 minutes
So
to
wrestling.
say anything.
It was great. It was
So
outstanding.
much chanting. But I thought, yes, I'm not going to, but, which one do you pick, Matt?
I really liked Peyton's speech.
God damn
I'm serious. I think I just felt like it was a good window into who he is.
What did he say that was in any way, like, insightful?
I really liked there was the column that his teammate Brandon Marshall wrote in MMQB that he was talking about what Peyton, he quoted like Ralph Waldo Emerson about leadership, not to get super deep here, but it was like this really good quote about like treat someone how you think how they should be, and that's how they will be. And I thought that was like a pretty good takeaway. I learned something from that speech, so big shout out to Peyton Manning.
No, people love him. He's great. It was a very, very vanilla speech, and he did everything he was supposed to do, and that makes it so I can't really say anything negative, but instead, I will. Screw Peyton Manning. Dave, what do you pick?
I'm obviously going Daniel Bryan here.
Yeah, I'm going to go Daniel Bryan, too. Okay, we're going to get into our final category in a minute, but first, some of you may know about performance-enhancing veggies. Some of you may not, so pay attention. They help improve circulation, energy, and stamina. They exist. And at the top of that list, guys, beets. Beets. They're loaded with dietary nitrates that boost nitric oxide levels in your body for more energy and stamina without the crash of fake energy drinks. But I usually don't eat beets because, they don't taste great.
They're not cheeseburgers.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm super excited about Super Beets, a delicious circulation superfood. I drink it every day. I mix it with water or a smoothie, and the secret is that Super Beets are light dried, so the dietary nitrates are protected. It's great for healthy blood pressure and getting better circulation. You'll feel the boost energy and stamina in as little as 20 minutes, guaranteed. 20 minutes,
Sweet.
Guaranteed. You just mix it in with your water or your smoothie, tastes good. Plus, Super Beets now comes in black cherry flavor. So, if taste was holding you back before, be held back no more. Now's the time to try it. Also, side note, fun fact, Bill Belichick has the Patriots use Super Beets. Urban Meyer has Ohio State players use it. It's legit. You can get a bonus 30-day supply of Super Beets free with your first order. Plus, get the book Beat the Odds. Do you get it? Beat the Odds. You get that for free and free shipping too. You know how many times I just said free? A bunch. It's guaranteed or your money back. Call 800-951-9013. That's 800-951-9013. Or go to beetsbykatie.com.
That's amazing.
Incredible.
Beetsbykatie.com. That's BEETS by Katie.com.
So Dave's drinking it right now,
Yep.
for
Yeah.
real, and we all drink it seriously every day, and it actually has made me feel better.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
I love
good.
it.
Beets. Okay, last one.
Yeah.
Garrett, what are my remaining categories?
All right, the remaining categories, 3 left. Elderly mentions, hot quarterbacks, and I'll be missing you.
I'm going to go with elderly mentions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Good choice, Katie. Elderly mentions. Who fired better shots on Twitter? DeAngelo Williams at Peyton Manning or Bette Midler at Kim Kardashian?
You just said those two names the way my grandmother would. Bette Midler and Kim Kardashian. Ooh, this is good.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Why elderly
Let's
for
dig into
DeAngelo
this.
Williams?
No.
Peyton Manning's old.
Oh.
There's an elderly person involved in both of these.
Okay, this is a fun conversation.
For sure.
I already know all the facts about both,
Oh,
but
great.
Matt, what you got?
So lots of people this week obviously took to social media to praise Peyton Manning's career. But veteran
me.
Steelers running back
Not me.
DeAngelo Williams said Peyton, quote, couldn't play dead in a Western
Best
last year.
burn. Give that burn some more
Such
space.
a clever burn.
Couldn't play dead in a Western last
I've been
season.
thinking about that metaphor for like 3 days.
So
it's
good.
amazing. He went on to say that Peyton's overall career was, quote, astonishing, but last season was, quote, poop emoji. Is that how you do that? Mike Tomlin has since reprimanded Williams on Twitter.
Oh, come on.
Newsflash, Mike Tomlin has Twitter.
What did he say?
He said, quit while you're behind.
Yeah,
AD will
that's
quit
right.
while you're behind.
Wow.
But you know the poop emoji has already been tweeted.
You
There's no
can't
going
undo
back.
a poop emoji
That's right.
unless you use a soap emoji.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Okay, yeah. This is sort of, I like this take. from DeAngelo Williams.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you weren't good.
Not
You're
just
good
not
for a
good.
while, but you
Not
suck.
just not good.
Poop emoji.
Real poop emoji.
Yeah.
This is like the Kobe Bryant thing. Of like, you're kind of being, like when he announced his retirement, like, you're poop emoji right now.
Yeah. I get really excited when athletes tweet emojis.
Do you?
Yeah.
So,
It's
so
like-
that
it's my
NBA thing and
wheelhouse.
the free agency last year must
Snakes
have
in
been
the
amazing
grass
for
and
you.
the banana boat stuff, I still think about it all
the time.
Yeah,
That's
it's the
weird.
best.
Dave, what about the other? What about Bette Midler
Bette Midler.
and Kim Kardashian?
After Kim Kardashian posted a new selfie the other day because, you know, she needs attention.
All right, fine, Dave, I'll look at it.
70-year-old
research.
70-year-old Bette Midler.
She's 70?
70.
Wow.
Dang.
She responded on Twitter with, Kim Kardashian tweeted a nude selfie today. If Kim wants us to see a part of her we've never seen, she's gonna have to swallow the camera. Amazing. Like mad props to Bette Midler. Then Kim tried to get into it with her and tweeted at her, I really didn't want to bring up how you sent me a gift a while back trying to be a fake friend, then come at me. It's like, okay, Kim, what are you doing?
What gift did Bette Midler send to Kim Kardashian?
Ooh.
I think it's like a signed copy of The Rose.
Ooh, probably.
That
Maybe
song,
Or Beaches.
That one song.
Yeah. Or Hocus Pocus. Big shout out to Hocus Pocus.
Love
Big
Hocus
shout.
Pocus.
That's right.
And then Bette fired back. She's like, I never tried to fake friend you. Looks like anyone can take a selfie, but not everyone can take a joke.
Oh.
Wow, old people. I have respect for Bette Midler in this situation because I feel like she's filling the role that, like, rest her soul, Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers would have been the one to tweet that joke. And Bette Midler's like, I guess I got to step up to the plate. Next man up. It's me.
It's a good take.
It was a good joke. Swallow the camera. It's funny.
Great.
She is a comedian amongst all the other things that Bette Midler does.
Sure.
So, like, let her live and tell her joke. I'm also pretty convinced those tweets where Kim tried to, like, get back at her, because she kept going.
Yeah.
There were a bunch of them. I think that was Kanye.
I agree.
Ooh.
They were very Kanye-esque
Hot
tweets.
take.
She said something like, sorry, I didn't have time to read your tweet. I was busy depositing $75 million into my bank account and transferring 55 into my joint account. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, that is such a Kanye tweet. You're right.
Yeah, that whole Kim Kardashian tweeting out when you got nothing to wear, LOL. You own every clothes.
Every clothes.
You own every single clothes there is in the world. You don't have nothing to wear.
It's
Tasteful of her to put those black bars over.
Yeah.
her
Oh,
thank
things,
you,
though.
thank
I
you, Kim.
wondered who did that. Like, does she have the Photoshop ability, or did she then send the picture
To
like
someone.
her intern, who has that nude photo sitting? Like, who barred those?
That's a good
Great
question.
question.
Yeah, that should be season 3 of Serial.
Better question, why
I'd
bother?
actually listen. Yeah,
Why bother? We've all seen it. Matt, what do you think?
I will award the hotter fire emoji to Bette Midler. Yeah. Just a reminder that she's still around doing stuff.
Yeah.
We all needed that.
She's got to get that in before she goes.
She got a big clean shot in. She's on the news, you know. I love that. Big shout to Bette
My
Midler.
grandmother's only like 10 years older than that, and she doesn't know that the internet is. Easton, what do you got?
I think DeAngelo Williams fired the better shots here. Just the fact that everyone was heaping praise on Peyton, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna own this island, and he just kept going. So I'm like, I'm all in on it.
I'm gonna own this island?
Yeah,
That's
this
right.
island of like, I'll be the one to hate on Peyton. You guys all sit
Yeah.
over there, you know.
That's a
saying how
good
great he
point.
is.
It takes a lot more balls to like go at the guy that everyone's praising as opposed to going after the woman that everyone is like, cool, we get to see your boobs again, kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
Also, Kim's body, that is not like a natural. Good for her. Good for Kanye. Like, how does...
Shout out to all the pair.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, when you see her in clothes, you're like, oh, she must be wearing like a thing that makes the thing. And then you see her naked, it's like, how does your... And then it doesn't make any sense
Lots of
to me.
questions, Katie.
Oh my God.
Yep.
All right.
Who am I picking? I'm picking, oh shit. This is tough.
Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna pick DeAngelo Williams.
Wow.
All right.
That's my own drop. I wanted to do my own sound drop on that. rap horn. Okay, Garrett,
Hey,
what
Katie.
categories didn't I choose?
The unused categories for this week was hot quarterbacks. Who was less cool? Brock Osweiler in a pizza shop altercation, or Tom Brady flipping off an NYC cabbie?
What would you
Brock
say?
Osweiler's not that hot, so I would have picked him.
He's a little hot under the collar, though.
Oh, God.
And the fifth category, I'll be missing you. Who will you miss more, Megatron or Beast Mode?
Reggaetron. I haven't listened to any
Reggaeton.
reggaeton in a while.
Johnson, man.
Megatron or Beast Mode? Fantasy-wise?
Just watching wise.
Beast Mode.
Yeah. He was the man.
All right, guys, that was Pick Your Poison. Remember to make your choices in our Twitter polls, and next week I'll reveal how your picks compared to mine. At Garbage Time is our Twitter name. At Garbage Time. If you don't know that yet, what are you doing here?
Come on, people. Yeah.
Before we get to junk mail, guys, let's talk about Lyft.
Yeah.
Do you even Lyft, bro?
Oh.
LYFT, that's the app that you get on your phone to request cars to take you to places. It's sweet. I use it all the time because I'm lazy. There are 3 types of rides. There's regular Lyft, it's just you and a driver. You will become fast friends. There's Lyft Plus for larger groups of people, and then there's Lyft Line where you carpool with other people, make more friends, and save a ton of money, which is good because usually making friends costs a lot of money. Not with Lyft. You save a ton and you make a ton of friends. The best thing about Lyft is it started simple. It was just a couple guys who wanted to improve their local community. So they made money for their drivers, they saved time and money for their customers, and they take cars off the road so everybody's driving experience is better. I mean, what could be better than that? And they do things the right way. They're not a huge corporation. They grew really slowly, and they grew the right way. They treat their drivers and their riders and community right, and that's just great and important because that's all you've really got. And I know it's already a great value, but now they have an exclusive offer just for my listeners because I love it, and I know you will too. You can save up to $30 on your first 3 rides. The easiest way to do that, just go to lyft.com/Katie, lyft.com/Katie, enter your phone number, and then they're gonna send you a message to activate your offer. Lyft.com/KATIE. Don't wait, this amazing offer won't last, and guys, it's only for my listeners.
Sweet.
Our listeners.
Yeah.
Go to
Your
lyft.com/producer Dave for an error message that will do nothing. Okay, it's time for junk mail.
You've got junk mail.
Cool. Katie, this week's question comes from Steak Tips Dude. He asks...
Steak Tips Dude.
Dude, DOOD.
So this question is due to a garbage can question that you asked all the guests we have on the podcast. You asked them if they're being put to death, what their final meal would be.
Yeah.
So this question for you is, what are your thoughts on Texas not allowing inmates to choose their last meal anymore?
That's
What the hell?
insane. That's insane.
Right.
First of all, it really fucks with the garbage 10, and I'm upset that
Really?
nobody in Texas thought of that.
Yeah.
The implications that has on our podcast. But honestly, like, what else? How hard does it have to be to provide somebody with their last meal? It's like the one thing they get.
Right.
And I know they maybe don't deserve many things if they're being put to death. It's a very heavy junk mail question. I think it's pretty fucked up. I don't need to get in maybe the politics of the death penalty, Dave, unless that's what you wanted to dive into right before we talked The Bachelor.
I think that what happened was they heard all these people being like, yeah, I'll have like a steak and then like another steak on the garbage tin, you know? And they were like, wait,
Yeah,
we
I'll
can't
have
be spending $1
steak-
billion
Steak for entree, and I'll have
every
a
murderer.
steak for a dessert.
Yeah.
And maybe there was just like a couple debates of people being like, well, if I order a steak, that also means I get 2 sides. And maybe there was like
Right.
or someone was asking for shaved truffles on their mac and cheese, and we know that can get real pricey.
for
Sure
Real
can.
pricey real quick.
Yeah.
That's
the
what
whole
I think
thing.
happened, for sure.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's one meal.
Yeah, come on.
It's one meal.
Agreed.
That's just, everybody's skimping on everything. Airlines don't want to give you free snacks. Except
Not
United,
United, though.
Free snacks are back at United. I'm just saying, pony up the cash. Give these people their meals. It's pretty fucked up. I actually think that makes it more inhumane, to be quite honest.
I feel you.
Moving on. Bachelor Draft.
Bachelor
This week
Draft.
was just like a best of episode of The Bachelor, right? So you can't really update much.
Yeah, all I can do. So it was a Women Tell All episode where they have all the women who are not in the final 2 in studio, and like it's so lame because they try to present it like finally the women will confront Ben, and tell them what they really think. And then they all just like, instead of being like, why'd you sleep with me and then eliminate me 2 days later, they all just like wuss out and be like, you are a great guy and I wish you nothing but the best. So lame. But the only thing I cared about was the 2-minute long preview for the finale next week, which I analyzed like this Zapruder film, frame by frame.
Dave getting scoops.
Basically, it was 2 minutes of like Ben saying, I love you, I'm in love with you, Lauren, I'm in love with you, JoJo.
Did they show who he was saying it
Yeah,
to?
he's saying it to both of them. And like them.
Is he calling her Pound Town yet? Did that catch on?
No, we need that to catch on.
Yeah.
And
bring it back.
It's just a lot of I love yous, and the thing that has me discouraged, which is that they show Lauren saying, I know he loves me, but I don't know if he also loves JoJo. Then
he does.
Cut to a scene where
both.
he says to JoJo, I love you, I'm in love with you, and she says, but do you love Lauren too? And he says yes. And I'm like, fucking A, not very promising for me. So we'll see. Next week, finale.
I love how selfish what you just said is. That 2 women are in love with this man, and you're like, not looking good for me.
Dude, I want Antonio Brown.
Bachelor.
No, the PPR
Man,
league.
I might miss out on it. I miss out on AB. Meanwhile, these 2 women are like, I'm in love with you. You're my whole life. And this Ben guy is just like being a douche nozzle.
Get second best fantasy player or life destroyed.
Priorities.
Ashley has proposed that we.
She proposed?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I said no because I'm not ready.
Wow.
But she also proposed an idea, and I said yes. That we watch the Bachelor finale. I don't know if you've got fucking some huge plans.
Of course he does.
That we watch the Bachelor finale like together. Ooh. And then do like a reactionary like live while we're watching it. Something.
Let's at least live
Think
tweet
about
it.
Yeah, I love this idea.
Think about
We're going
it.
to do something like this.
Okay, that's it, guys. That's it for the podcast. We will be back to do this again next week. Don't forget to listen to the Katie Rich podcast we did Tuesday. She's fantastic and great. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes and rate it or leave a comment, but, you know, only if it's 5 stars. 4.5. No.
5.
Don't settle.
Yeah,
5 stars and a nice comment. Because my mom reads them. Think about it that way. My mom's reading them. So if you write something rude, my mom's reading them. Or you can listen on Art19, SoundCloud, Stitcher, or Google Play. Thanks to producer Matt.
Oh, it's written in.
And to producer Dave.
Thank you.
And to producer Garrett.
No problem.
And to Ashley for proposing. And thanks to all of you guys for listening. Bye. Love you. Mean it.